A great place to eat is the Rad Brothers Sports Bar and Tap House here in Milton. They've got great homemade food. Sometimes their mom helps them prepare it. And they also have the best beers from around the world. And that's why a lot of times they're at capacity here until this pandemic hit. They've been closed for most of the year. And now, with a limit of only 10 people allowed in, if an 11th person comes, they have to turn them away.
It's frustrating, right? I mean, as you said, you just sort of look forward to coming in and grabbing something to eat, and you don't think twice about it. I mean, you certainly understand, what the policy is, but sometimes it's hard to swallow.
You have groups of 2, you have families of 5 that we're only allowed to seat 4 at a table. So literally you have to turn a family away because they have 5 people in their family, but they live in the same house. It's just, some of the rules are so absurd and they make no sense. Like walking up to Winners the other day here in town, there's a sign on the door that says 150 max. And we're like, you're giving us 10 people inside, and Winners is a store where you touch everything, you actually can try clothes on and put it back on the rack. And we're 10 in a place that seats probably over 110. And that's the madness that we just can't understand.
We're not looking for 50%. We understand that we're in a pandemic. We're just looking for it to be fair. Give us a percentage of the capacity that the government already gave us for establishment, right? So, we're 180. If you give us 25%, we're going to be okay. And when you're looking at around 40 people, all socially distanced.
And that's the thing. At that number, we can distance everyone properly. And everyone will be at the right amount of distance we're supposed to be, which is 6 feet between tables. We'd have 40 people in here and everyone would be perfectly distanced. Like Eastside Mario's is massive and they're allowed 10 people. Swiss Chalet is massive. Eddie O's is big. They're all allowed 10 people, which makes no sense. And then you have some that are smaller and they're allowed 10 too.
At times it's barely worth it to open, And we're turning away so many people because you're going that one over, or you can't seat, like my brother said, you can't seat families together. I'm a family of 5. I've gone to Eastside Mario's and I can't sit with my kids. They separate us.
And literally at lunch yesterday, we must have turned away 20 people because we were at 10. And I mean, we had 5 at the bar, so 2, 4, and 1 on the corner, and 5 people in that entire dining room.
So, for example, let's say you get a group that comes in at 8:30, 8 o'clock to watch the game. Game starts at 7:30, usually ends around 10:30. At 9 o'clock, you can't serve them anymore. So last call is done at 9 o'clock. And by 10 o'clock, they have to be out of the restaurant, whether the game's over, whether they're done eating, whether they're done their drinks, no matter what. They have to be gone. To make this work, like we said, we understand we're in a pandemic and things that can't be like they used to be right now. And we're okay with that. All we're asking is for our restaurants, all of us, to get a fair share. Give us a percentage. Like you're giving all the retail stores. You're giving them 50 and 75%, and you're giving us a set number of 10. That's where it doesn't make sense. There's no logic in it.
Look, there's no point in sugarcoating it. A place like the Rad Brothers or any restaurant can't survive with only 10 people coming in. We witnessed people being turned away. A family of 5 wants to come in and have a birthday party, and they're not allowed to sit at the same table. It's insanity. They've got to find a way to not only allow them to have at least 40 people in, but let them stay open at least until the end of the hockey game or the basketball game. Maybe somebody will see this message. We've got to take care of these small business people and not let them die on the vine. The coronavirus has never been located here, and it's not going to be located here. So let them open up. Joe Warmington, Toronto Sun.